Hey everyone, Charlie Morgan here, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through 7 brand new business models that you've never heard of that have $1 million potential this year. Now, one of the issues you probably face trying to make money online is everyone's doing the same thing as you, or you're getting into businesses that are saturated that everybody else is doing. These 7 businesses, I personally know people making millions of dollars every single year, and there's no competition, and these businesses are just as effective as your usual ones that gurus peddle online. So, I've personally made $40 million online. I've got lots of friends in this space, and I really know what works. I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's get into it. So first on my list is a DMCA takedown agency. And I told you that you've probably never heard of some of these models before. So DMCA stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act, okay? And what that basically is from 1998 or something like that, is an act that says that you cannot resell people's copyright online. So if you are an online coach, if you are an online video production person, if you own a movie brand, or you make movies or TV series, or if you're an OnlyFans model, if you create content that is exclusive to you, that is your intellectual property, then you need to protect yourself, because what a lot of people will do is pay for your content, take it, and then try and redistribute it to people on the broader internet. And so what a DMCA takedown agency does is they specialize in the removal of copyrighted information online. And so if you want to start a DMCA takedown agency, you could niche down into a specific type of content and copyright, and people will pay you for you to simply remove copyrighted content from Google indexes, from search engine indexes, from Reddit, from Discord, from all these spaces like that. I know this to be true because I actually have someone on my payroll who I pay $2,000 to $3,000 every single month to simply just remove copyrighted versions of my programs online. The second thing on the list is AI engineer placements. Right now, everyone and their mother is selling AI agency services, right? AI automation services. But one of the best models to get into, which is way more scalable and requires you to do no delivery and learn no delivery, is to simply be what we would call a connector, or in simple terms, a recruiter, okay? So this is basically where you find people who are very good at AI engineering, okay? And you find companies who need AI engineers, and you basically place these AI engineers into these companies. Now, I do this in my business with sales reps, with appointment setters, with SDRs and stuff like that, because that's my niche. Instead of actually doing the automations and building the automations and doing this, all you've got to do is go to companies and say, hey, I've got a network of hyper-talented AI engineers. I will place them into your business to completely AIify your business, and all you have to do is pay me a simple recruitment fee for that to happen. And you can charge companies $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to place AI engineers into their businesses, depending on how good the engineers are and all that stuff is. And the reason that's so effective at the moment is because there is a massive AI boom, but a lot of businesses just simply don't trust agencies, and they want to have their stuff built in-house because they have this fear that they need to have control over the AI. They don't want an agency to take it away from them. And so by placing an engineer or someone inside of the business, it's a way easier sale, and also you don't have to deliver results. All you've got to do is just find the person, place them, and they'll do the work for you. And then you can always maybe charge a retainer management fee or something like that. The third thing is creator monetization, okay? So there are millions, and I quite literally mean millions, of creators, people who have an audience on YouTube or on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and they know how to make content and get views, but the biggest issue they have and the biggest question mark in their life is, how do I take all of these eyeballs I've got, all of this content, and convert it into cold hard cash? Well, if you know how to monetize a brand and monetize a creator, then you can go in. And the reason this is such an effective business model is because what you can actually do is you can start charging a percentage of the revenue generated. And so it's a very, very easy sale, because you can go to creators who have, let's say you find someone who's got like 1 million followers, on their platform, right? They've got the traffic and they're in a niche. Let's say that they are in the, skincare niche. You can go to this skincare person and say, look, I'm going to help you monetize your brand with brand deals, with like a low ticket community. And there's 100 more other ways you can monetize brands, right? And if you get really good at that, all you've got to do is say, look, all I'm going to do is take 25%, 30 to 50% of the revenue. You're going to pay me a $10,000 setup fee, or you can have whatever you want to get set up, because you don't want to just partner with them without them paying you, otherwise it won't work. But creator monetization is a huge way to do this. And the cool thing is, because there's millions and millions of creators, if you just pick a niche and get really good at one thing, there's going to be at least a couple of thousand, maybe tens of thousands of people in that niche creating those sort of audiences. Everyone, it's Future Charlie here, and I want to take a quick second to tell you about Imperium Academy, which is a free 6-week training program that I've created over the course of a year. This shows you everything about how to start a business and achieve financial freedom and get to $10,000 a month with a new business from scratch. It walks you through everything step by step, from how to pick a niche, how to create an offer, all the way through how to deliver a service and actually start selling and booking appointments and getting clients. So it's completely free. It's the most comprehensive training on the planet that shows you how to get the first client, how to get the financial freedom, and how to start an online business. So click the link in the description. No credit card required. Let's carry on with the video. On the flip side is a personal branding agency, okay? So there's lots of information online about how to build personal brands. You can probably consume 100 hours of YouTube content and become a theoretical expert on this pretty much in a week, right? Maybe a week would be a little bit too short, but you can do a personal branding agency. Because this is the thing, is there's 2 types of people when it comes to making money online with an audience. You have the creator, with no business, but then you have a person who has a business, but they have no creative skill. And so if number 3 is basically creative monetization, where you take these people and you basically monetize what they already have, but number 4 is where you take these people and you help them build traffic mechanisms that help them further monetize what they already got. And so personal branding agency is where you go to people who run businesses online who would massively benefit from having a personal brand, and you basically work with them to help them build their personal brand. And I know this works because I've got a friend of mine who's built some of the biggest personal brands in the space, and he currently charges $8,000 per month to his clients to basically run all of their personal branding. And so he'll come up with the sort of image, he'll build the team, he'll build the editing teams, he'll script the ideas, he'll ideate the content, and all the person in the business has to do is basically just show up and record content. And the cool thing about this is you can genuinely charge like 8K a month, 10K a month just for one client here, and probably have 4 or 5 clients, because these are successful business owners that already have a heap of money and will be able to get you lots of money. Now, number 5, and you'll know this, you know about this already, but home services lead gen. I know you've probably heard of the lead gen marketing agency thing before, but home services lead gen, the reason this is such a hot model right now, and the reason I would be getting into this if I was starting a lead generation agency, is because AI cannot touch this. The need for a plumber at midnight, the need to have a tree chopped down by a tree surgeon, the need for your face to be painted cannot be done by AI, and will not be done by AI robots for at least another few years at least. All of the other lead gen services, like, to be fair, you could say gym, same thing, but generally speaking, like, home services are like massively on the rise and massively profitable, and one of the best markets to get into right now if you're thinking about running a lead generation agency. And the reason behind this as well is because everyone who needs a home service has some level of intent. So the leads are actually warm, they want to buy, and it works really well. Okay. Now, number 6 is again on the AI front, but this is automation maintenance. And this is actually a thing. I know someone doing this who makes 600 grand a year doing this. Okay. And so right now, everyone is going to businesses and saying, hey, I will build your automations for you and I will help you automate this part of your business. What you've got to realize is there's already a lot of successful businesses that already have automations in their company with NAN, Zapier, Make, Clay. They've already got lots of different automations running inside their business. But the issue, and I can tell this as experience with someone that runs a $10 million a year business with automations, is automations break all the time. Like, APIs get integrated, data gets lost. And so what you can do is you can start an automation maintenance agency where instead of coming in and building people's automations for them, you basically exist on a retainer to maintain the integrity of their automations, to optimize them and make sure that they consistently work. Number 7, and this is going to be a big one, community management. So, before you click off, because you've seen number 7 now and your monkey brain's been satiated, I'm going to explain exactly how to start these businesses in a second. There's one unique thing you can do to start all of these successfully, and it's really simple, so I'll explain that in just a second here. But community management is, it's sick, right? So right now, online, community is becoming this massive thing, okay? Especially as we move towards AI and sort of the disillusion of the social hierarchy with people integrating with robots and stuff. Now, like, people want to find their place online. And so what we're seeing is a massive rise in Discord, in Circle, and in School, okay? And these are sort of the 3 leading community platforms online. What you can do is you can run a community management agency where you basically deliver the following things. You can deliver like growth, you can deliver moderation, you can deliver engagement, and way more stuff to do with the community. Context, I have a community manager for my communities. I pay them $1,000 a month, and all they have to do is engage with the community, make sure that things stay fresh, make sure that people who get reported get banned, make sure they don't let the wrong people in. And it's a whole thing. There's a lot of operations behind running a successful community, and it's really profitable for business to have these. And so I'd strongly recommend that you start this as a business. Now, those are 7 models, but the question you are then asking yourself and scratching your head is, well, where the fuck do I start? Like, what's the starting point for these business models? And like, yeah, sure, it sounds good to start a DMC, a take-on agency, or community management, or automation maintenance, but like, where do I start? And I have an answer for you, and it is in the description, okay? So I have got a completely free, there's no credit card required here, there's no pitch coming at you here, you don't have to pay me anything, a completely free 6-week training licensing academy called Imperium Academy. And what Imperium Academy will do over 6 weeks is show you completely for free how to start these businesses as a service-based business or a consulting business. Because all the businesses I just explained to you are either done for you services or consulting or coaching businesses. You're transferring information to a person or delivering on their behalf, and it's the same thing every time, right? It's done for you or done with you. Imperium Academy, in the description, will show you step by step over 42 days exactly how to start one of these businesses, even if and especially if you are a beginner with no previous experience and you are making no money and know nothing about anything that I just said. Okay, that's exactly where I want you. So click the link in the description if that is you and you want to start. I've got 50,000 people in there already. Lots of people already starting to sign their first clients, get results and stuff, and it's a really good way to achieve financial freedom and a more surefire way for you to actually get results than just click off this video and just wander around on the internet until you find the next shiny object. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, because I make constant videos like this about how to make money online and how to become successful online, even if you're a beginner with no experience. So click that subscribe button, click the link in the description, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.